Welcome to SVG-TV News for Thursday, May 22nd, 2014. I am Jennifer Richardson with the details. Although the world is celebrating today as World Biodiversity Day, this country is also celebrating another milestone, that of being among the top countries participating in the 2014 Tree Olympics. The program targets schools around the world with an aim of planting 100 million trees by 2017. According to local authorities, several schools across the country have so far registered for the tree planting exercise. We hear more on this program from SVG-TV's Zulika Lewis.
The celebration of this year's World Biodiversity Day was also marked with good news for SVG. Project Coordinator of the SVG National Biodiversity Strategy and Action Plan, Tashika Haynes, made the announcement earlier today that SVG is among the top countries participating in the Tree Olympics 2014.
is the Environmental Online. It's a global virtual school and network that was launched since 2000, and it's present in over 10,000 schools in 157 countries. To date, we've had over 80 schools registered, both on the mainland and in the Grenadines. And that makes St. Vincent a very small dot on the map amongst the top 6 countries in the world to be registered for the initiative.
Sponsors of the tree planting initiative, Scotiabank, also pledged its support in helping SVG reach its goals to plant as many trees as possible in several communities across the country.
So as part of the celebrations for biodiversity, Scotiabank has donated over 1,000 tree seedlings to the primary and secondary schools and tertiary institutions. We will be planting some of these tree seedlings later this year.
Meanwhile, Minister of Health, Wellness and the Environment, Clayton Burgin, also called on stakeholders to see the importance of biodiversity as a means of showcasing the natural beauty of SVG.
The world's islands are regarded as amongst the planet's most fascinating and beautiful places. They are special gems and homes to some of the most globally biological diverse ecosystems, with large numbers of endemic creatures, flora and fauna.
Some of the expo's participants told SVG-TV News that they would like to see more locally made produce being consumed by Vincentians here and abroad.
I don't think business is going the way it should be. I hardly have markets, especially for wines. The supermarkets would say Vincentians don't like their own products. They prefer to have the imported products. But I'm saying to them, when they get the imported products, most of what they're getting is just chemicals. Our locally grown and made products are chemicals free, and they're just natural and good stuff.
I would like to see St. Vincent take off in terms of local product. I would like to see the government sectors who are responsible for taking the local produce to another level. I would like to see them try to get markets for us, because we are just here in St. Vincent. We would like to explore the Caribbean and the wider world.
Biodiversity Day 2014 is being held under the theme Island Biodiversity. For SVG-TV News, I am Zulika Lewis.
Meanwhile, Minister Burgin is encouraging all Vincentians to become champions of biodiversity. He said the ministry is committed to ensuring that SVG has a bright future by making an investment in conserving and protecting the country's biodiversity. According to the Health Minister, it is the responsibility of every Vincentian to begin the repairing process for the damage that has already been done.
We depend on it, and so will our future generations. So the time to act is now. We have to begin the repairing process for the damage that has already been done. We have to bring the environmental issues to the forefront of discussions and put policies in place to ensure that our future survival as a small island is a reality. We have to create changes in habitats, in habit and attitudes, starting with our children and youth. And ladies and gentlemen, adults must also get involved and be the type of role models that our young people can look up to.
Head of the Plant Protection and Quarantine Unit, Marcus Richards, says a recent survey conducted by the department shows no signs of the pink mealybug in close to 60% of the 15 locations that were examined across the country. Richard said the unit has been visiting a number of areas, sensitizing the public on the plant disease.
We would have done surveys from Sion Hill right up to Rabaka. We did 17 locations, and 59% of those locations, there were no millibugs found. Another 41%, there were millibugs, with only 12% of that 41 with a high level of infestation in the Grand Sable and Orange Hill area.
Richards added that they have been controlling the bug through the use of two natural enemies which eats them.
What we would be doing at the same time, we would recoup some of the other natural enemies, because we have two biological agents here. We have one which we refer to as the anagyrus. It's a wasp, which is the one that has been seen throughout all the infested areas. Secondly, there is the cryptolamus, which is a beetle, a bright orangish black beetle.
Meanwhile, Richard says, contrary to public belief, the millibug is not only found among bananas. He says the bug has over 200 host plants, with the main host being the hibiscus.
All these species, such as soursop, sweet sop, sugar apple, so it affects a whole range of different plants. You can find it on papaya also, you can find it on many plants. Banana, it's just one such crop that it can be affected.
The Barrouallie Fisheries Development Cooperative hosted an exhibition today as part of the Fishermen's Month of activities. The area is known as one of the more prominent fishing communities in the country, and the exhibition featured items including various dishes and a wide variety of fishing gears and equipment used in the fishing industry.
We have organized this exhibition today as part of the Fishermen's Month of activities to highlight fishing in Barrouallie. Now, Barrouallie is a fishing town, and in Barrouallie we do almost all the different kinds of fishing that is being practiced in St. Vincent. And as a cooperative, we feel we need to showcase to the rest of St. Vincent, what is happening here. Over the years, we have been having fish nights, and we have been doing quite a number of dishes, and it's a while we have not had a fish night, so we just want to let the people know that we are still into the business of fish.
Meanwhile, President of the Barrouallie Fisheries Development Cooperative, Vibert, Pierre, has echoed the call made by government officials to all fisherfolk that the industry must be operated differently, more in a business-like manner. But first, there is the need for more work in educating the younger generation on how to implement these changes.
Yes, we need to make fishing a lucrative industry, because and now to do that we have to change the mindset of the people, because as I said, many people just look at going and catch fish and come back and sell and so forth. But then there's so much more to it. It is a lucrative business. You can get into marketing, you can get into processing the fish, and many other areas you can get into. But we must change the mindset, because many people do not see fishing as a lucrative business. They do not see it as a...
Meantime, some of the fishers in the Barrouallie area say there is more to fish than just fishing. They are of the view that authentic fish meals is just one example of a market that fishermen can get into.
Well, we need the fishermen, because fish is a very healthy part of life. So if we don't have no fishermen, we cannot get fish. So we really need the fishermen to go out there and catch the fish, and they need the facilities to do all these things.
My father is a fisherman. I basically rail up on fish. So fish is nothing new to me. I eat it since I'm small. And okay, you can use fish and do many different dishes. Fish is a thing that chicken cannot kill, because fish have in everything that everybody looking for, basically.
Senior Magistrate Richard Matthias has sent a strong warning to persons who have plans to disturb church meetings here that they will face custodial sentences when they appear before her. The warning was sent out on Tuesday, May 20th, before she imposed a 15-month jail term upon 30-year-old Ricardo Samuel of Chiles when he appeared before her at the Kingston Magistrates Court and pleaded guilty to the charge of disturbing an evangelical assembly on May 18, 2014 at Chiles. According to the police, on the date in question, the Evangelical Church at Chiles was conducting an open-air gospel meeting at the public road when Samuel arrived on the scene and began began using indecent language in a loud manner, interrupting the meeting. Reports are that he was spoken to several times by senior church members, but continued with his behavior. The police was summoned to the scene, but Samuel made his escape before police arrived. He was subsequently arrested and charged for the offenses. The senior magistrate stated that a strong message has been sent to other citizens who will want to commit the same act. Students of the VINSAVE CW Prescott Primary School and the VINSAVE Preschool participated in an exhibition earlier this week as they continue to observe Child's Month 2014. Close to 100 kindergarten students of the CW Prescott Primary School made a visit to the VINSAVE Preschool to view the exhibition. Kindergarten teacher at the CW Prescott, Jane Farrell, told SVG-TV News that most of her students came from the VINSAVE Preschool. Hence, she saw the need for them to revisit the institution to see what the current cohort of children are exposed to.
Akila George. Justin Allen.
And what school are you from?
CW Prescott Primary School.
And what class are you in?
Kindergarten.
Well, we are doing more or less some of the same things. We displaying. We want to encourage the children to a more child-friendly environment. So we have these sort of display that the VINSAVE has as well.
Executive Director of VINSAVE, Janice Fraser, said her preschoolers are involved in many activities which seek to promote their holistic development.
Open an exhibition of the work of not only the children but our students in training, and it is part of our contribution towards the Child Month 2014 activities. It's a holistic program, you know, that focuses on the language development, the social and emotional, the physical, the nutritional. So what you would find if you have a look around is that there are various centers. The language center where the children go, the creative arts center, and this is part of it too, the math center, you know, the whole thing. Where you teach a child, you know, or prepare the child for entry into the primary school and to the wider world. So this is the second phase. They come from the family and they come to us and they go to the primary school.
Carnival Beat is coming right up. Stay with us.
See your eyes, yeah. Whip them up like you just don't care. Point them up to the sky, let them fly.
6 young ladies will next month vie for the 2014 Miss North Leeward title. The annual show will take place at the P.T. Bordell Hard Court on June 6th. The contestants are Shawani Messiah, Miss Spring Village, Heshburn Joycelyn, Miss Chumaka, Onisha Lavier, Miss Chateaubelair, Marissa Small, Miss Fitzhughes, Oshika Edwards, Miss P.T. Bordell, and Shania Williams, Miss Rose Hall. Last year's winner was Fayasha Lewis, Miss Chumaka. Carnival activities in North Leeward are organized by the North Leeward Sports Association through the Carnival Development Corporation and sponsored by Hiron Bear and Lime. Miss Imperial Optical in this year's Miss SVG pageant, Fellisia Baptiste, hopes to pursue undergraduate studies in marketing, business management, or tourism. Baptiste sees Miss SVG as an opportunity to form lifelong friendships and experiencing a new world of possibilities. This evening in Carnival Beat, Jamisha Wright allows us to get to see Baptiste in a very relaxed mood.
When SVG-TV visited contestant number 1 in this year's Miss SVG pageant, Miss Imperial Optical Incorporated, Felicia Baptiste, at her Annisville residence, she was busy preparing her Sunday dish and doing what she says she does best, singing.
And you want your fate to win, and you feel like you can win. She said, oh, I can take it, but things get better. It's so frustrated, but it's gonna be okay, 'cause you got someone in the corner who's gonna be there for you. Just call on your knees, say a prayer and receive.
Baptiste soon after took a break from the kitchen and sat and chat with us.
What's Sundays like for you typically?
Just a day of relaxation, just getting myself back into the mood of getting ready for the week coming up.
Okay, even though you're just a few weeks away from the Miss SVG pageant, you're still able to relax on a Sunday?
Not really. Because this afternoon I have a training session to go to after
Do you just sit back, relax in your room, have mommy take care of everything? What your life is like?
Well, when my mom is at home, or even if she's at home, I do help her. I do the cooking, the cleaning, washing and stuff like that. I'm a person that I love to see everything well put and well in place. Music is my best friend. I listen to music. I spend time with my family when I'm on Saturday. Spending time with my cousins and my family is just amazing for me.
Alright, Fellisia, what the support is like from residents in Sandy Bay. You're now in Annisville, but you are from Sandy Bay. You spend most of your time in Sandy Bay. And I'm sure that you know more persons there than here.
Yes.
What the support is like?
Amazing. Simply put, amazing.
You're just a few weeks away from the show, as we said before. How prepared would you say you are?
I am 99.9% prepared. I don't think anybody could ever do that 100%. Because nothing could prepare you for that. All the training in the world, it preps you. Don't get me wrong, it preps you, but that crowd isn't there when you're training.
If you could have changed something, if you could have, walked out the show at this moment, would you have done that?
No, I won't.
Okay.
I won't. Miss SVG has given me an opportunity to really find myself and find who I am. And because before this pageant, I was a shy person.
Join us tomorrow evening during Carnival Beat for our final one-on-one with contestant number 7, Tatiana Lesper, Miss Beckwell Beach Hotel. Jamisha Wright reporting for Carnival Beat.
See